what the National Bureau of Statistics said recently, that Nigeria's consumer price inflation rose in March from 15.70% to 15.92%, making it the highest rate in 5 months. Help us understand what this means for the man on the street.
Well, even without the NBS coming up with these statistics, even without the NBS telling us that inflation is rising in our country, you and I know that that is the case. You and I know that we've never had it this bad. Those who think we've had it worse than this, they have to prove it with facts. And we can go on to explain that gas prices have never been this high. As people were battling against high cost of cooking gas, for example, we now have this problem of high cost of diesel. People were buying diesel at 225 naira per liter. Suddenly, in the wake of Putin's senseless war in Ukraine, we now have diesel selling for as high as 750, or in some cases, even 800 naira.
BKO, we can't seem to hear you. I'm not sure from your end.
Per liter. Both part of our country, from the famous food belts of our country, now have to pay more for diesel. And at the end of the day, they are going to push that burden onto the consumer. That is what we are seeing. They are pushing the burden onto the consumer. Look at it this way also. Even the cost of building materials, the cost of sand, cost of granite, cost of gravel have gone up significantly because of diesel. Because of diesel. Because the trucks that bear these items from the places where they are produced spend a lot more now fueling. The drivers spend a lot more now fueling their trucks. So what do? In order to make ends meet, they have to increase the price of granite, increase the price of diesel, the price of gravel, increase the price of sand, increase the price of reinforcement. So it's not even food inflation that alone that we are grappling with. We are grappling with inflation, high cost of building materials, high cost of bread, for example. Bread, because the machines that bake bread, you still have to fuel them with diesel. So don't also forget that in the month of March, part of February and March, because some people decided to bring off-spec petrol into our country, the country was plugged into petrol scarcity, and it impacted negatively on goods and services. So these are just some of the reasons why we have this level of inflation. Food inflation, especially, I'm worried about it because of insecurity. Farmers can't access their farmlands. They are forced to pay levies before they can access their farmlands, where they can even access. So at the end of the day, food prices will keep rising. Tomatoes, pepper, beans, even rice. The prices keep going up because of a lot of other variables. We've been having double-digit inflation since 2016. Since 2016, we've not had single-digit inflation. That should tell you
BKO.
what we are going through in terms of the economy. The economy is not doing well. The CBN reported that in the month of March, the Nigerian economy didn't do well in the month of March. The evidence of the decline of the Nigerian economy is there for everyone to see, whether you are an economist or just a regular person. You can see that price of goods and services are going up. Everything is going up, and they are not coming down. Nigerians are grappling. Even school fees. School proprietors have increased school fees. So everything is going up, making Nigeria a very difficult country to live in. This is what we are going through. Why haven't we been able to bring down inflationary rates and achieve single-digit inflationary rates since 2016? That should tell you that the economy is not being managed properly, because we should be able to arrive at single-digit inflation if the methods being applied are working, if the policies being adopted are yielding dividends. I am not convinced that the policies, the economic policies are yielding dividends and is reflecting on the ordinary Nigerian. The ordinary Nigerian is finding things very hard. You go to the market today, by the time you return tomorrow, you'll be told that, the price has gone up. Now, I gave my wife some money to buy chicken. She got just one, for 8,500. 8,500. I can tell you that same size of chicken that she bought for 8,500 about 4 or 5 years ago, we were buying it for just 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira. So we just can't continue this way. The Nigerian economy needs to be managed a lot better.